Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome to Company of Heroes 3. Now the game just launched today, and I'm going to be trying out the Italian campaign on the hardest difficulty. Now I'm a big fan of the Company of Heroes series, having played about 100 hours of the first one, about 600 of the second one, and I've already clocked around 20 or so in the various alphas and betas of this game in the run-up to release. So you're in good hands with me, and I'm going to be making the first few episodes quite beginner-friendly so that everyone can just follow along and get on the same page. So, to get into the meat of things quickly, I'm skipping over the prologue and the tutorial, and we're just going to jump straight into the invasion of Italy. So let's begin.
We're approaching Salerno, sir. The port will be crucial in establishing our presence on the mainland. I recommend a troop landing. It will give us the element of surprise.
That's horseshit, Clarence. The damn crowds have been targeting our convoy since we left Sicily. Let the Navy do their thing and soften up the defenses before we send the boys in.
Alright, so what do we do first? Do we go with the artillery bombardment, or do we go with an air, or like kind of a landing behind enemy lines? I'm gonna go with the bombardment. Soften them up first. Now generally, I'm quite partial to the British, so I'll be kind of leaning a little bit more towards General Norton rather than Buckram. Bit much of a hothead for me, but I do agree that softening them up with a bit of artillery here at the beginning is probably the good idea, so let's do that. Offshore bombardment, so we're going to be spending some of our munitions to do this. We'll talk about the campaign features after we do our first battle. So we're just going to place this right here. It can actually target the fortifications on the right and on the left, so let's just go with that. It's quite the heavy bombardment.
All right, Clarence. We've softened them up for you.
Alright, good. Alright, let's go with the beach landing. So we can land right there or go for the airfield, but we're going to go straight for the town of Salerno. And our little dinghy is off. Alright, straight away we're presented with the battle screen. Nearby companies, vessels, aircraft, partisans, and emplacements all provide unique support abilities. It's true. If we were to take the airfield first, we'd actually have air superiority and be able to call in bombing runs. But because we're going straight here, we just have the battleship bombardment at our backs. That's all good. We should be totally fine to do this first mission. Let's begin. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the coast of Salerno. Now, the first few missions in this game are going to be fairly hand-holdy, as it kind of introduces us to the mechanics of the game and some of the basics.
Plenty of time to set up. We're not sure what they got planned for us, so let's play it safe. We should start by giving the locals a hand in capturing that hospital.
No problem at all. And of course, it's going to be giving us story and more scripted objectives as well. Not all the time, but sometimes. So what do we got? We have 3 units.
This doesn't sit right. Could be a trap. Probably is. There's not a lot of cover on the beach. If we run into resistance, those buildings should give us a fighting chance. And we will run into resistance.
Alright, so we've got 3 units. Our first one here is our scout squad, anti-infantry recon. If you hover over, you can always see what the units are armed with and get a feel for their sort of range. So M1 Garand rifle is going to be kind of medium-long range. We have our recon flares, so let's just move forward and recon this area with this ability. We'll just recon somewhere around here, because we do ultimately have to capture here. And then we'll send our other guys forward as well. So they're going to throw that flare up in the air. Reveal the area.
Damn Krauts have a machine gun.
Then we got Pioneer Squad's MG42 gun machine gun team, and then we've got a little Grenadier Squad on the left, which is actually slightly damaged. So we'll send our commandos forward and our riflemen forward just to get into cover, and this unit can then use smoke grenades to smoke out that MG when we need to. But first of all, let's deal with this guy right in front of us. Now I'm going to call in the M29 Weasel recon vehicle. So this is abilities that are available due to our company on the campaign map. So this is one of the abilities we have. So we'll just call that in right there. We'll pull these guys back out, actually. They don't need to be there. Just deal with those guys, please. Excellent. Alright, let's get moving forward. So what we want to do is use our smoke. Actually, this is a great opportunity to show you one of the new features in the game. So we can pause it. And you have a tactical pause here in the single-player version of the game. And what you can do is queue up orders. So we'll queue up an order to say we're going to smoke, I don't know, right around there. We'll get this unit to run into that smoke. And then they're going to run to... actually, they're going to throw a smoke, maybe, let's say, here. And then they're going to run here, and then attack move in. And these guys are just going to run that way, then that way. And that'll have to be it. And we'll attack move just kind of in there. Alright, so we've queued up multiple orders, and if you want, you can just click them to cancel them. You can queue up to 8 orders per unit, and then you just press pause and let time play it out. So let's see how it goes. Smoking out. Smoke cover perfectly timed. Another smoke grenade's going to go out so we can get around the MG on the right side. Could have smoked the MG itself, but I didn't actually want to do that. I want to be able to attack it. Oh my god, is that phosphorus? I think it might be phosphorus. Oh, it's an M15 Willy Peak grenade. Causes burn damage over time. Well, you know, lesson learned. Lesson learned. But hey, it was just to show off the feature. So we're in there now, we're behind the MG. So MGs have a cone of fire, and if you go into the cone of fire, they suppress you, pin you down, and you can't fire back.
For now. Let's get set up. Sounds like the Krauts will be ready and waiting for us in Salerno.
I'd say that was almost flawless, apart from the burn damage. Alright, so here's our mission objective, an overview.
You're to destroy them to prevent any German counterattack from reaching the city. There's a lot riding on this one. Capturing Salerno was critical to our success in Italy. Corporal Conti will take it from here.
Alright, nice and straightforward. Push in, take the hospital, blow the bridges, bada bing, bada boom. So,
if we can get into a strong position on the other side of the bridge, we'll be able to retreat and reinforce from there. Then we can take the hospital.
alright, our guys are basically healed up. What I'm going to do is just run this unit back while I explain one of the mechanics of the game for those who may be new. So, here on the bottom right of the screen we have manpower, munitions, fuel, and then our population cap. Now the important thing here is we have a population cap, obviously, and the higher you are to that cap, the less manpower you generate. So generating manpower is based on how low or high your population cap actually is.
Bridges. Let's get some engineers down there, but keep an eye out for enemy units. They know we're coming.
Alright, we'll cut the barbed wire while I just explain some game mechanics. So we'll just queue that up to get that done. Alright, so basically, munitions largely comes from points like this. You capture these points, you get territories on the map, and that generates resources over time. The numbers are per minute, so 236 manpower per minute, 31 munitions per minute, etc., etc. Now the interesting thing here is, like I said, if you lose a unit and your pop cap falls, your manpower generates quickly, and then you're able to access these buildings to get your units back a little bit quicker. It's a great back and forth mechanic, so you're not out of the game just because you lost a couple of units. You can kind of claw your way back from that. Fuel and munitions are a little bit more difficult to kind of get back, so that can be a setback, especially losing tanks. That's largely a sort of an end game type thing. Now, one thing I just wanted to mention is the important thing in this game is to salvage the unit. Keep the unit alive. They have experience, they fight better, they actually have upgrades in this game where they can even get various veterancy bonuses. So keeping them alive is super imperative, and they even carry weapons that they can drop on the field that the enemy could pick up. So you really do want to keep them alive. So you want to run them back to base if they're damaged, and you can do that by pressing T or whatever your equivalent hotkey is in the top right here. Send them back, they'll run to the nearest base, and they'll start replenishing. In this game, there's a nice quality of life improvement, which is they automatically reinforce if this button is toggled. If it's not, they don't. So as soon as they run back, they just spend all the manpower they need to get back up to strength. But the manpower cost is significantly less than it would be if you were to get a new unit. So, you know, to be efficient with your resources, you want to always save the unit, unless the unit's, for some reason, not useful to you anymore, which can sometimes happen. Now, interestingly, what I'm going to do, actually, just really quickly, pick up that MG, we'll run up, we'll just heal up, and then we'll kind of push in together. So, let's get these guys here, let's get these guys here, these guys here, let's get these guys here, and let's throw down a flare to see what we have on the other side of this bridge while we're waiting. So we'll just throw the flare about there, get these guys to run back. I'll just press T, so they're just going to run back automatically, and they'll get healed automatically, and they should be fairly quick to kind of come back out. So, largely speaking, oh, we got our... There we go, we got two engineers on the left, a rifleman squad there, and some other unit over here. What's this? A Jaeger squad. Elite infantry armed with long-range G43 rifles and can fire smoke grenades. Now, interestingly, what you spend these different resources on, munitions, it largely goes into upgrading weapons and calling in, like, strikes. You know, for instance, the battleship bombardment. We have battleships off in the distance. They can call in a strike. We can call it in right on top of it if we ourselves if we wanted to, but it costs us munitions, so we're going to wait for that to kind of build up and use it when we need to. And these guys are back to full strength almost. They're slightly damaged. If you notice, their health bars are low, which you can bring back up. We could build a building that gives us a medical station, but we don't really need to do that because this is a medical station. So once we take that, they should be able to heal right there. Now, I played this mission before, but I actually attacked it from a different direction. I started up here. So that's because I attacked it differently on the campaign map. So I'm playing this differently just to give myself something different to look at, and playing with a different company to begin with. Alright, so we kind of know what we're going into. We have our MG ready, and we have our commandos ready. Commandos in this game are actually kind of closer range units than they are in Company of Heroes 2. Sorry, medium range units compared to Company of Heroes 2, where they're very much close range units. So we're just going to start running across now, get into cover behind these tank traps, push up with the scouts, Do we have our little vehicle? Bring the vehicle up as well. The vehicle can actually get a pintle-mounted 30 caliber machine gun, so we're going to give it that as well. All right, there we go. So in this game, we've actually got front, rear, and side armor as well. So orientation of your vehicle does matter when you go into combat. But it's relatively arcadey. It's not like super in-depth with the penetration amounts of different weapons and caliber of things and stuff like that. It's not like that crazy. This guy's reversing now. He's a genius. Let's just rotate him around. Alright, fire a rifle grenade over there just for the fun of it. That's from the Pathfinder squad. Let's go. Bonk. Down they go. Just one left. Now the partisans have actually activated and are helping us out. The resistance fighter squad. We're going to move these guys around to flank. These guys over here will bring up the MG to gain a foothold here as well. Maybe even here, into the square. Gotta be quicker than slow. That's a brilliant, brilliant quote. Alright, let's bring the vehicle up a little further now. Let's get our Pathfinder squads. We can't get another flare for 30 seconds, so we'll have to wait for that. We've left these guys behind, the engineers. Bring them in. These guys with their long-range G43 rifles are kicking my ass. Let's see if we can target them a bit better. Get into cover. Now, if you're in cover, your survivability increases drastically. In the old game, Company of Heroes 2, Brits would even fight better if they're in cover, but I don't think that's the case for these guys. Ah, bad position for these guys to be in. We're going to call in the bombardment right in here. What we can also do is maybe just start pushing towards them. Maybe throw some smoke before we get too close. That was my bad. I totally left them to die. They might make it out. Maybe. Go, go, go. Alright. That's the phosphorus burn again. I nearly ran through it again. We'll get these guys in the building. The riflemen, get them behind the wall. Bring the captain up with us. The captain's a fallback retreat point, actually. So if you want to retreat just to him, we can activate that, and then people will fall back to him. They have to stay there, though, to do it. Alright, pretty good. Get out of here now. You guys are probably not going to make it. There's people in this building that I'm not really paying attention to. Alright, so let's just move forward. Move forward. The partisans are with us. The heroes of the Rodina. Or the wrong game. Let's just keep moving forward. We're fine. Alright, bring the vehicle in, because that's going to make the difference. And get these to come up with us. Now, of course, these are the guys, they're running back to base. They're healing up. They're fine. As long as they survive, I'm happy. It's when they completely die, I'm sad. Let's go for that mortar that's over there in the distance. They're actually burning right now. It looks like a Molotov is thrown on them by the partisans. We're going to pick up that mortar.
Now that we captured this point, let's convert it to a triage station. We'll be able to call men to retreat.
So enemies will drop weapons, we can pick them up. That creates a new squad, and then the other squad gets, loses some of its manpower. So we have to go back and heal. Now we're going to click this, convert it to an aid post for 20 munitions and 100 manpower. That'll allow us to replenish right here. Interestingly, so we want to get over to this building. To flush these guys out of the building, we're going to throw a grenade on it. A frag grenade, just a standard little grenade. Nothing too crazy. I'm mistaken. Did they not throw it? Or did they? Oh, there it is. So it's going in now. Actually, that's the... that wasn't mine, was it? My guys just threw it now. Weird. They took a really long time to do that for some reason. Alright, well anyway, everyone's together, everyone's good. And we can switch this to auto-replenish so everyone will heal. Alright, we'll just get them back in the center. Alright, everyone together. All good. So our next objective, liberate the hospital. Easy enough. Let's get moving. So, I'm going to get the MG, put it in this tower. We'll aim it out that way. We'll get our vehicle here. Oh, we've just been given a vehicle. Little tank. Little baba. What is it? It's an M24 Chaffee. Yeah, looks good. Alright, we'll do good damage with this. Let's bring it across. And let's separate out our guys. So our guys are actually starting to get some veterancy. We can choose what we want. Unlock, pour it out, or sprint. We can make them move fast, or we can get them to deal suppression damage.
On the beach. That's not good.
Artillery on the beach. Let's bring our mortar out here as well. Let's call in another commando unit. So now we've got 2 commando units. We'll get one right there, and the other one's going to be coming in from the edge of the map. They'll take just a moment to run in. There should be artillery over here.
Artillery
yes.
cooldown complete.
we'll get told about it in a second.
That gun's
Yeah.
gonna cause trouble inland. We should push up the coast and capture it, if we can avoid getting shot.
We can avoid getting shot. Let's just go this way. We did hear it firing on us, so I did know it was there, but I was waiting for the objective to appear. So we'll have to go for that one and then up to the hospital. Alright, let's get into cover. There's actually someone in that building. Let's just fire on the building. We've actually got no time constraint right now, so we can be relatively take our time with it. And we'll get the mortar to fire on that building as well. Just fire everything on that building, take it down. Some of the new physics in the game. There's a new destruction mechanic in the game, basically. Just how buildings get torn apart. Oh my god, that guy took a shell to the face, effectively. Building's about to come down, actually. There we go. Target that vehicle, and you can actually select it to only target vehicles, so just do that right now. And chase the vehicle. Don't let him get away. Alright, good job. We'll just fall back for a second, fire at this other unit. Throw a grenade on those guys. Our commander's upgraded as well. Unlock off-map mortar barrage. Let's go with that one. It actually doesn't cost munitions. That's kind of nice. Alright, so we need to get to that artillery that's firing on us at intervals. So let's just get moving up with our vehicles. And maybe we can get our Pathfinder to flare, just to see what we're actually going into. It'd be good to know where they're at. So you can see a couple units there, but you never know. They might have AT, so let's just fall back for a second. Signal lair. Resources points captured by the thing generate more resources or heals nearby infantry when they're out of combat. Let's do that. Alright, so we throw that flare out, please. Let's flare right here. Oh, he does it with a little revolver. That's cool. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, we have a Nashorn heavy tank destroyer aiming straight down that road. Well, I'll tell you what. We have a commando here and a commando here. We'll pull them down that way. We'll switch to the bazookas. We'll get our mortar to fire smoke towards that so it can't aim at us. You stay there. Everyone just hold here. That's totally fine. And we'll move these guys along the road. They can smoke as well, as we know, and burn people, as we learned. Let's fire out that way as well. They got some flamethrowers coming around the side of us, but this MG should protect us. They can aim over the wall.
Captain here. What have you got? Hit them before they know what.
Get the captain to move in there. That artillery is hitting us back. All right, let's move. Throw a smoke on them, please. Or maybe not. Just go for them actually here. Smoke there. So they'll burn out with that, I think. There's smoke's going out now. They're actually moving from it. Good move. Get that mortar just to continue firing smoke in here. Just keep this thing covered until we're ready. Actually, you know what? Put away the bazookas because we're dealing with infantry right now. So just put that away for a moment. And there isn't really much cover here for us. I don't want to get in the building yet. And our little scout vehicle, if we can be sneaky, we can bring it up and actually heal these guys. As long as we avoid the heavy tank destroyer over there. Oh, he didn't say anything else. Okay. Alright, so this is sneaked up along the side. They're healing these guys now. We're going to throw down the smoke again continuously. Bit further towards us this time if we can, because I want to switch now back to the bazookas. And then we'll get in this building. We'll just fire straight into it. Let's get our engineer to come up actually and help out the tank. It's a little damaged right now, so just pull this back a bit. Can these guys replenish here? No. But it does heal them. Alright, let's go. Go to there and get into that building. So if I paused it, you can actually see that I've queued up the order by holding shift. So it's obviously quite useful to do that. Alright, we should be able to just obliterate that thing from the side. Oh, this building is looking a little weakened. There we go, hitting it straight in the back. I don't think it can move, can it? Looks like it's sort of dug in. Alright, we'll just wait. We should be able to take it out relatively quickly. Let's get the mortar now to fire over here on the artillery and start pushing in with our tank. Once this vehicle is dead, we'll pull our vehicle in that way to the side. Let's get the riflemen to move up to the next wall over, and we'll fire the flare one more time to see what we're dealing with. I gotta say, they're taking a really long time with it. It is just staying still, though. I guess it can't move. And it's down. Alright, switch your weapon, please. And now they should just start firing out again, like normal. In fact, we can even just get out of the building in a second. Artillery's firing on us again. We gotta be careful with that. Alright, we're gonna put the squeeze on them, go for the pinch. So you got 2 riflemen moving in this way. We have our tank on the right, and our 2 commandos coming around the back.
If we can take that howitzer, we'll get
Ah, we have a broken barbed wire here that we can't get over,
Crowds
actually.
like that, so let's give it a go.
Let's get those engineers to come up here, and can they cut through that, maybe? We should be able to. Alright, good. Looks like we've basically taken it out, and we'll get the riflemen to keep coming in. And the tank can move in further as well. Alright, good. We're capping. Everything's good. We're holding this area just fine. Everything's nice. With pop cap, we've got a little bit of room for more things, and we have the call-in ability still available, but we'll wait until we really need it. Move selected units to recrew the... Okay. Let's recrew it.
Sure you can. It's just like your Duran, but bigger.
Okay, you guys can fall back to re-heal, and now we have our very own howitzer,
Howitzer's ours.
which will point towards that hospital.
Little payback.
These guys are cutting open the barbed wire to allow us just to go straight through, and we'll just pick up the resources that are here. Actually, we're full on fuel, so just pick up the munitions.
Let's get it done, boys.
Alright, nice. These guys can run back and heal as well. Alright, you two, get ready to go this way. You guys get ready to go this way. Bring the tank around here. Mortars. Give me a flare, please. And we'll see what we're dealing with. So these guys are now going to be automatically healing. Good. Flares are moving out. Alright, so obviously we've got a MG sitting up atop here. We'll call in the big mortar strike, or the bombardment from the naval artillery. See if this does any damage. Let's call in our boys as well now. Get moving. There we go. Holy crap, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, they're gone. Alright, time to move in.
What's up?
Let's get our other boys to push in. Anyone else? The Pathfinders can push in. These guys can push in, and these guys can push in. Alright, let's take up the hill. Actually, don't take the hill yet. Let's just fight these guys. This is going very well. We've got wounded. Throw a satchel charge on that guy. It has to be really close range, and they might move. Yeah, it's a long wind-up on that one, 3 seconds. So they've got plenty of time to move if they really need to. Usually best against machine gun targets, things that can't just move immediately, you know? Good thing the AI is good enough to just know to get out of the way of that. Actually, I'm just going to pull them back to heal as well. They could do with a little extra. Alright, let's just take this and then we'll take upstairs. Uh-oh. What do we have? Flanking speed for the vehicle or seek and destroy? Do flanking speed, please. And we'll just pull back a bit. Get off the fire. If you can, get into cover. Alright, they're running away. They're running up the hill. These guys are ready to go again. Pretty much everyone's healed except you, so let's just go with these. The engineer can go heal the tank. Mortars, move up. This vehicle can move up. That can heal people too, but it can't replenish people, but it can heal people. Big distinction. Throw a grenade right there. Seems they're trying to burn me out anyway. Alright, they're dead. What did they drop? They dropped something. A flamethrower. We could give that to the engineer, maybe. Alright, let's go. These guys can run up. These guys will follow in a moment. You go that way. Commandos go up the hill. Mortars, give some assistance. Fire on these guys because they're not moving. Oh, they just did move. Damn it. What can you do? Knife throw. I don't know what a throwing knife is. Just throw a knife on them, whatever that is. Just instant kill, I assume. Yeah, it was an instant kill. Oh my god, they're converging on me. These guys have timed demo charges, so we'll get that for them. Stay in cover, please. Riflemen, keep moving up. And the tank can move up as well. I don't know why I'm being so slow with that. Let's go. Alright, not really a problem. These guys are just still healing. We're actually at our pop cap, which is why some people are not healing. And, I shouldn't forget, we have the howitzer that we can fire. It's got full map coverage, so we'll just wait to use it. Alright. Did we get it? Alright, let's get the engineers to heal the tank. Everything else is pretty much here. We'll bring the vehicle up. We're maxed out for fuel. We can't spend that. We have our commander as well back here. Let's bring him forward. Everyone's going to move up then. Everyone that can.
Looks like the Germans object to us shooting at them.
Right, we have to destroy those bridges, right?
Huge tank division from the east.
Mm-hmm. Destroy the bridges into Salerno.
2 bridges, 2 routes into the city. If we can take them down, the Krauts will have a hell of a time getting through.
Right, we need to do flares. Let's flare over here and see what's going on. And let's get some mortars to flare out as well if we can. Alright, what do we got? We got a unit there. Maybe we could do our howitzer right on them. We'll do our naval bombardment right on them. There's an MG over there. That's an AT gun. Alright, commandos, get moving that way, please. These guys are going to go that way. Dividing up. We have 2 bridges to take. We've got this one and this one. Alright, the naval artillery is a beast, but it's going to take 2 minutes to go. So we've only got 2.5 minutes. Oh shit. Timer's actually pretty tight. Alright, let's move. The AT has been taken offline. We just have to worry a little bit about that MG, which I think was there. Let's just try to smoke that. And if our tank can just deal with it, that'd be nice. Go here and then go there. Oh, it's another AT gun. Fuck.
We got pans of grenadiers incoming. Those guys will try to breach any buildings holding garrison units.
Alright, so the mortar is firing, so that's smoking out the MG. So we can rush the AT gun, take that out, bring the engineers forward to help the tank. Move the tank forward a little bit now. Bring these guys over and go capture that. And I think we can actually just mortar the bridge to damage it, so let's try that. Alright, go, go, go. We have the howitzer as well, actually, thinking about it. So let's fire the howitzer right there into the smoke where the MG was. We're behind the MG now already. One of these guys has demo charges, so that's going to be super useful. How are we doing on the left?
Need something that can pack a punch to deal with the
Oh,
bridge.
fuck.
Long range artillery
Need to smoke
should
him
do
out
it.
as well.
Or targeted explosives if we can get close.
Who's got the explosives? You do. Do the explosives right there. You guys are fine. Tanks can roll forward. Help with the MG, please. Right, we smoked that guy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. They're planting the charges. Excellent. Another 60 seconds before we've the naval bombardment. These guys are going to have to run away, I think. We took the MG out, though, which is important. Yeah, fall black. Alright, so we can click this, hopefully detonate the bridge.
That bridge is starting to collapse.
That one's down.
Hit it with all we've got.
Right, mortars. You guys go here and go here.
That route's secure.
Oh,
German heavy armor on
fuck, the tanks
way.
are here. The tanks are here. That was quicker than I thought. 30 seconds. I don't really have any AT here. We have sticky bombs. We'll throw some sticky bombs on that. Let's just smoke as well. Oh my god.
That bridge is starting to collapse.
Howitzers firing.
Hit it with all we've got.
running these guys out of here. If we can just fire the naval artillery on this will stop them coming over, but a lot of them have already come over. So let's just get our tank over there. Let's fire it now. It's firing. The naval artillery is firing. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, it's almost down. Yes. And there we go.
That's the bridges dealt with. Salerno's secure.
Oh, it doesn't feel fucking secure. Is that it, though? That might be it. I think we're done. I think 2 tanks gotta go. We could easily deal with those tanks. Not perfect. Down to the wire, but we did it.
That's us set. Krauts won't be getting back in here anytime soon.
I guess the majority didn't make it across, and that's the important thing. Alright, well, GG. It's kind of hectic towards the end. 3-minute timer, man. That was tight. If I'm not mistaken, that timer was shot down very quick after I took out that first bridge, but I'll have to look at that back. Alright, unit efficiency, 2,700%. We lost 2 units. Not too bad. Alrighty, mission completed. 25 XP, company and attachments, etc., etc. All good. Rewards, bunch of resources. What is this one? Skill points. That should be Salerno captured, with the tanks falling back.
We've established a beachhead at Salerno. The port will give us access to valuable supplies, not to mention more troops.
Excellent. We've established a beachhead. Left-click the battleship. We have the recruitment screen. So this is where we want to basically get our airborne company to come in next. 250 manpower, 50 fuel, 6 pop cap. 1 turn it'll take to get them. They're in production up here, so it won't take too long. Next turn, we'll get them in. And then we'll land them over at Monte Corvino Airfield, where we might have to fight the remnants of this armored group, or maybe they're going to move off. They're actually the mechanized group. Nothing else to do, really, because we've just taken that, so there's nothing to do there. And we just have the 1 territory, so let's just end the turn. Oh my god. They're bombing our ships.
Good morning, Italy. Sophia here, broadcasting to you live from Rome. This goes out to the US 36th and their friends cowering on the beaches. Welcome to Italy, boys. The courageous men of the almighty German army await you with open arms.
It's absolute fascist propaganda. Break out of Salerno. Break out of Salerno.
Salerno's ours, but we can't relax yet. We need to clear out the German defenses and take control of nearby towns. Then we can get planning our route to Rome.
Airborne units are available. Or the airborne company is available, I should say. Okay, cool. Let's select them. And let's go deploy the company. We're going to land right here. Even though they're airborne, they're just going to be going by sea for now. We'll get access to the airfield, and then they can get planes to fly in further into the map. There's no one actually there at the moment, so it should just be a straight-up capture. To leave Salerno, left-click the town, then left-click the company's icon to select it.
To help accelerate the push to Rome. Krauts won't know what hit them.
Alright, and we could just go for the rest of this mechanized company and finish them off, right?
Our military training is the best in the world, but there's nothing like live combat to hone the men's skills.
Alright, so we have our skill points. We have 2 available, and we can basically go down multiple paths. Each company has a unique set of skills. Additional points can be earned by completing bonus objectives in missions. So, we have upgrades. It's telling me about airfields now. So, aircraft can be purchased and used at airfields. Their abilities reveal enemy locations. They can power drop companies and bombard to create holes in enemy positions. So, we were just given a plane. It actually flies out from there and it's gone in now. So, now we can do kind of a recon on various areas. So if we want to do a hovering recon here, we could kind of see what's up at Campania and Montella. It's all good. He's going to take off and just give us a little recon over that way. So we can unlock a fighter or unlock a bomber, and then we can go in here and into a production screen and purchase various aircraft so that we can actually power drop our troops further behind enemy lines should we wish. You got to watch out for things like that. Oh, it's actually just anti-tank. Sorry, I thought it was flak. Okay, interesting to know. So I'll just hover there for a turn, basically, unless they send something up against it. Alright, let's go for this then.
Let's show these bastards what we can do.
So we'll get this done quick. We could auto-resolve, but I think it'd be worth fighting. Support abilities. Yeah, I could have, if I had recruited the aircraft at the other at the airfield, we could have brought in another thing, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just start the battle. We can do this one nice and quick.
infantry support research completed.
All right, what do we got?
We need to capture and hold this area, then take out any reinforcements the Krauts send our way. Get moving, men! We've got the initiative, but they've got a strong defensive position.
So we've got a unit of Pathfinders and a unit of Riflemen. We're going to bring in a commando squad as well. 440 manpower. Let's go. So we've got a full... Well, not quite a full map, but most of a map to deal with this. They actually started with slightly less tickets than us, and that's because their strength wasn't as high, so we can kind of whittle them down faster. We have our captain unit in. We'll send him in as well, and our commandos can go to the left. Alright, so we're just going to fan out and capture as much of this territory as possible, generate all sorts of resources, and give our boys the upgrades they need to carry us to victory. So we have actually the upgrade chain, which I didn't actually look at previously. Reduces the cooldown of infantry abilities by 25% and infantry weapon upgrades cost by 50%. So that's pretty nice. So let's just go with that one. Nice early one, I think, to get. And advanced logistics. Squads reinforced by triage stations. Casualties gain a small amount of veterancy. Alright, these guys are good. Let's just keep fanning out. We'll go together. A lot of fuel to be taken. Let's go to fuel. And let's get another rifleman squad. And then we're going to go with the Browning automatic rifles, the bars. And that can be an optional upgrade we can give those guys then. They have to be researched first and then applied to the units. What does this guy have? He's got the M1 Garand rifle, a Thompson submachine gun, and an M1919A6 light machine gun. Alright, let's do a little flare into enemy territory here. Or into neutral territory.
Riflemen ready. Let's advance.
And we'll fan these guys out. See how we do. Did we flare?
Orders coming down the pipe.
I guess so. I guess there's just nothing here.
Heading to new coordinates.
Eager to lead the men to battle.
Alright, let's just go take this. Actually, send this guy down to get that. Got combat. After running straight into them, we'll send these guys up. We'll just rotate here a bit. Get into cover. Get into the building. I'm gonna take some damage while they do that, but they should be okay. Maybe throw a grenade here, flush them out of their cover. Alright, good. Let's call in the recon vehicle. We'll just keep it down at base, though. And then I have to wait to get another building, so we don't have one just yet. Alright, gonna go for that. We've taken this fuel over in the far right of the map. We're gonna go up and behind their territory. Managed to kill those guys in front of us. There was another unit there, though, that we didn't kill. Let's just get behind cover over this way. Let's send the commandos over to help out. Alright, good. Looking good. So, I want to get the weapons support center. It allows us to get heavy machine gun teams, bazooka squads, snipers, and M3 armored personnel carriers. So vary it up a little bit. Get some snipers, get some MGs so we can hold what we actually have. And then we'll ferry them up with this vehicle to the front line. So yellow cover obviously is half the cover of green cover. It's not nearly as good. In case you're wondering. Throw a little grenade on them there. They're actually moving. Cancel that. Don't need to do that then. Just gonna go back and get that munitions. And can we get MG yet? No, not yet. Alright, we have like we're bleeding their tickets fast. There's actually no victory points, so I'm not sure necessarily what lowers their tickets, but we have, I guess it might just be how much territory we have relative to theirs. Normally there's actually victory points, and they do have that in this game, but I guess for now it's more just about how much we have. Just get behind the territory over there. Oh yeah, we still have our bombardment ability.
They have 200 points remaining.
I'm gonna throw it right down here. Shock and awe. Alright, let's call in the...
Lost a sector.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I looked away. I was gonna say call in the MGs, but I saw something happening over on the right. Get into cover there, guys, if you can. That was like a direct friendly fire hit. It wasn't too bad, though.
Radio crowd is singing and we're listening. Looks like
Oof, caught that grenade just about. Holy crap. MG's on the way. Gonna get an engineer. Actually, I guess we don't need one, technically. I don't think you can actually put an MG in this. Oh, you can. Nice. Good. So yeah, we'll ferry him up to the front line. Get some defenses going.
100 points.
Alright, this is a nice quick one. Whoop,
100
grenade.
points.
All right, man, stand by. What do you point out?
Capture that fuel.
Oh, goddammit!
Alright, looking good. Hugh, come up here.
Your lines are holding at 75 points.
Captain at the spearhead.
Oh my god.
Follow me. Here we go.
I thought this said I could get bazookas. Why can't I do that yet? I don't see anyone that has them.
Marching time.
That's it. They only have 50 points left.
Let's get that. We need the commandos to come up this way then. Switch them to bazookas. This okay, you need to just run away.
Get off.
You, just drop your troops right here. Fall back to there. You, get into that vehicle.
There, Germans have 25 points.
Once you do that, then run forward here. Then, get out. And that should be good enough.
Put the pressure on. They only have 10 points left.
That's basically over anyway, but we're running everything over towards that tank. I don't know how they got that tank.
All right, men. Mission accomplished. Let's get out of here.
Alright, GG, I guess. Overwhelmed. Although they had a tank. Would have been nice to deal with it.
A munitions point is being attacked.
Alright, we killed 12 units. I don't think we lost anything, so GG. Alright, skirmish victory, just a kind of a regular battle. A little bit of skill points. These guys have been, I would feel like, totally wiped, but yeah, damage received 500, so they're scurrying away to Campania, which the airborne are going to go up and finish them off completely then, definitely. So after fighting, they actually can't move or do anything. They're actually on a road, which means they're vulnerable, but they should be fine. Alright, so I think we'll call it there. It was just a couple turns, did our little battles to get the feel of the game. I'll be back again in a day or two with the next video. Remember, if you want to see this series continue, it's kind of experimental for me, so it depends if people like this type of thing or not. If I'm going to continue it for much longer, I'd like to play it for at least a few episodes. But if you want to see more, please do let me know in the comments. Please like the video if you like it, obviously. If you don't like it, that's totally fine. Just let me know either way, and I'll be able to continue or not. Alright, that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Consider liking it if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and if you want to support even further, consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get early access to my videos, ad-free, and also access to my Discord, where we've just set up a new Valheim and Satisfactory server for people to play on. Hopefully we can grow a community and add more games and perks in the future. Either way, I appreciate people just watching this far into the video. Thank you.